This is Juris Stupidity, a video podcast devoted to the use and misuse of legal terms and concepts by social and other media. This podcast is the second of two podcasts on contempt. The focus in this one is on contempt of court. This type of contempt appears often in the news when courts issue gag orders or injunctions and persons violate those orders. There are two aspects of the contempt concept. One, civil and criminal contempt of court, and two, direct and indirect contempt of court. The first of these is the most often abused. The terms, civil and criminal contempt, are frequently misused because the distinction between them is often confused. Even the courts themselves have recognized this confusion, so it is little wonder that commentators mess the concept up. Normally, I do not quote extensively from any case in my series of podcasts. However, I'm going to do it now because it is the most succinct way of explaining the difference between civil and criminal contempt of court. The South Dakota Supreme Court summed it all up well, saying, quote, "The distinction between civil and criminal contempt is often confused. Contempt is civil, where the contemnor may obtain relief if he acts according to a condition in the contempt order. In contrast, a criminal contempt is unconditional. For example, the defendant is jailed or fined for a specific period or amount and cannot affect the relief from the order. Since both civil and criminal contempt result in punishment, the distinction exists in the character and purpose of the punishment. If it is for civil contempt, the punishment is remedial and for the benefit of the complainant. But if it is for criminal contempt, the sentence is punitive to vindicate the authority of the court. Said another way, civil contempt is for the benefit of a party to a case seeking that an order of the court, such as to appear for a subpoena or to protect a witness who is the object of a gag order. The non-conforming party is jailed or fined until he or she comes into compliance. Criminal contempt, on the other hand, is to punish for offenses against the court itself. Sometimes a single act can be viewed as both civil contempt and criminal contempt, such as when a person belligerently defies a court order and intimidates a witness entering the courthouse. A civil contempt as related to the witness and a criminal contempt as related to offending the integrity of the court. Direct and indirect contempt of court are less likely to be confused. Quite simply, a finding of direct contempt of court is for misbehavior directly in front of the court, such as a person refusing to stop yelling at a judge in an open court. Indirect contempt is for actions outside of the view of the court or the judge, such as a violation of a gag order on TV and not in court. As you can see, there is a lot about contempt of court that can get, really screwed up.